The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Great. Set. Delta.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He can't get him down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Eagles sit 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Set.
Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
Great. Set. Hey, 73. Delta.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, but you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Hey, 73.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 6.
Great. Set. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy. 63. Bad. Alpha. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No touch it.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to...
Line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Daniels. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, Silver. 63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Eagles 7.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 73. Delta.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll motion McLaurin left. Now Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Carl Vieri. There.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Now a handoff. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now he's got him in a great spot. The 8-yard line here, first and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no less to give the punter a chance to kick the ball away. It means take care of the ball, try and create some space. They were doing that, and the ball comes free.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with first and goal, so they were in four-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Daniels looking to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one pulled in by Simmons.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Great. 73. 73. Hey, 73. No touch.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that...
Touchdown, Washington! Jahan Dotson, 74 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That one complete down the field to Smith. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmett. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
As they're down to the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
63.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Daniels from the gun on third down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
19, Tiger, 69, 69. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Commanders.
To throw is Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the...
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, Tiger Hornet. No touchdown.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hurts. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the...
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Great.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Into space at the 45. Big strides, look at him go. He may go.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 84 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
73.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the right side and intercepted.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
No contact. No contact.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
No contact.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Check, Bobcat. Ready?
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
No contact. No contact.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, easy. 63, bad. No contact.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Great, set. Alpha. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Well, they let McLaurin try and run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Now Daniels. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Out left to Dotson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Let's go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Go.
Touchdown! Terry McLaurin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Hey, Silver. No,
Play action. Here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next